Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very, 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 very special episode of Fury of Dracula. I cannot contain my excitement. I'm going to swear a lot in this video. I'm so happy. Right, so this is a open beta version of Fury of Dracula. It is not live, but you can take part in the open beta. I'll leave links to the description of what's happening. Basically, today, Nomad Games have released, or have announced, that there's going to be a patch for Fury of Dracula. It's currently in open beta form, and oh dear, my connection is timed out instantly. That's not a good start, is it? Oh no. Do I have internet? I do have internet. Okay. Clearly. I'm back. Okay. Right. So, I've got as Dracula, because there's so many things. I'm playing against Aerol. Aerol, I'm going to be talking a lot. I'm just going to say that. So, the main thing we're seeing first is we can see Dracula's encounter hand before Dracula has to put out his starting location. This is awesome stuff. Love it. Absolutely love it. This is gonna it's such a small change, but in the physical version of the game, Dracula can see his encounter hand before placing his first location. So you can plan a strategy based around the cards you have. This is massive in terms of giving Dracula a lot of variance or being able to plan ahead. This is awesome stuff. I don't know if it's going to change what I'm going to do, but I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm so happy right now. Should we just go to Galats and throw down hoaxes? Yeah. Yeah, let's just go to Athens. Fuck it. Okay. It's always Athens. So, there is so many things with this patch. I cannot explain them all, because even though I know most of the things, because I helped Nomad, to collate all this list of things, but I can't remember everything. I just want to say, first of all, a huge thank you to Nomad. I'm not going to say the people who are involved, because I don't want them to be pestered, I don't want to embarrass them unnecessarily, but you know who you are. Thank you so much. I cannot express how happy I am, and how the community is so happy. So, the main things, the main thing with this patch is there's quite a lot of bug fixes and rule implementation error fixes, which is great, and also things with the AI are different. Oh! Oh! It doesn't have the move, it has the slide trail function. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. And then you get to move. Oh, that's fantastic news. Okay, so there are two things immediately. You see your encounter hand before you move, or before you put your first location. And they have implemented a house rule which implements the physical edition of the game, which is that Dracula can slide his trail before moving. So it means things can mature, and things like wolf form and other power cards can fall off the trail before Dracula moves. That is a huge buff to Dracula. In the physical board game, that is how it should be played. In digital, it wasn't done that way. It was done the reverse. Dracula has to move and then things slide off. But Nomad, they've done this so well. They have kept the base version of the game the same as digital, so for lots of people who have only played digital, it stays the same, but there's a house rule that you can tick, which means you can do what I'm doing, and you can see the vampire's health. This is so awesome. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. Okay. There might be bugs, there might be new things appearing which might be a bit weird, but I'm already loving it. I'm already loving it. So, Dracula can see his encounter hand before placing a target location. Dracula, if you choose, can slide the trail before placing a new location and encounter card. So it means, depending on which group you're playing with, you can play whichever way you like. If you think Dracula's too strong and needs the nerf, because obviously this is a huge buff for Dracula, being able to mature things before moving. There are some niche situations where it's actually a nerf to Dracula, but in most cases it's a buff to Dracula. Oh, that's unfortunate. So those are the two things, right? Oh, my God. Oh, I can barely talk. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. But but those are the two main things for Dracula, and then massive buffs. There is also an additional thing that we are playing with, and I'm going to demonstrate it right now, because I just want to try new stuff, right? There is a house rule that's been implemented. This was based upon a suggestion by Quincy Morris, and I remembered it. And when we collated, as a community, we collated all this data to send to Nomad, I was like, can you implement this house rule? I think it's going to be kind of cool. It is a variation. Again, it's not a proper rule change. The base game still exists. Don't worry, they're not changing cards for no reason. There's a house rule, which gives Dark Call... I don't know if it's going to be an additional effect, or is it the effect has been changed, which is... what am I saying? Which is, if you play Dark Call, if the top card of the deck is a Dracula card, you obtain it. So I'm going to see if that works right now. So I'm going to slide the trail. I'm going to misdirect my starting location, because obviously I want to go back there at some point. So it's an empty spot. Right, and I'm going to use Dark Call. So I've got my 5 cards. I got another vampire. And I got False Tip! Oh, this is so fun. I love it. Sorry, headphone users. I'm gonna be like, I don't even care if I win or lose this game. I'm gonna be like a kid at Christmas. I'm so happy. So obviously, False Tip, not a very good card, but it worked, right? The card actually did, the Dark Call thing did what it's supposed to do. That is awesome. The reason why this is really cool is because Dark Call in our meta is not a very strong card. You're damaging yourself to gain 5 encounters. Now, maybe because of the trail changing, that might alter things, because it does give Dracula a lot more strategic choices. If you've got a larger array of encounter cards, you can do really nice combos with them, but it doesn't actually aid your encounter economy. You don't get through the encounters quicker, if that makes sense, because you're not discarding them with Dark Call. You just gain more. So you're given more options, but you don't actually improve your encounter economy. Oh man, but this is awesome. The fact that I get a card on top. Yeah, exactly. Well, less mature. Yeah, I agree with Aerol. It's not that broken. A lot depends on what you get, obviously. It depends on what event card I get, but I'm still taking 2 damage. I've hurt myself to do that. On top of that, well, yeah, so it depends on the event card I get. I'm hurting myself. If you obviously get a manual Hilda Sheen, or imagine a Vampiric Influence, we're talking about it in the Discord community. Imagine you get a Vampiric Influence, so you use it instantly on Mina. So you can snipe a card from her instantly, like a Forewarned in this case, and then you could potentially push her into Dracula space, but then there wouldn't be a... Well, technically there would be a combat a day, because Dracula's staying still to do that, because it's Dark Call, right? Dracula doesn't move. But you could push her into a vampire encounter, say, and it'd technically be night phase. So there's a lot of really neat things you can do with this. Obviously you don't choose the card, you pick it up, but there'll be a lot more variety. And the really cool thing is it gives more strategic options for Dracula. It will mean that for newer players, they can use it to actually see Dracula cards, because when we play in our meta, we don't really see Dracula cards very often, so a lot of the time when you get a Dracula card, you're like, what does that do? You kind of forget. Let's throw down Desecrated Soil and try and get a little bit of healing. Oh man, oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. There are other things too, which I'll get into as we go along. I'm hoping there'll be some interesting interactions I can show you. For the hunters, not a lot has changed. I'm still seeing lots of prompts, which... Oh, actually, do I still see... I don't know if that's actually in the patch. If day and... or, like, dawn and dusk prompts are still visible to me. I'm not sure. There's so much stuff. And the patch dropped when I was in the middle of doing some studying. And... I just couldn't concentrate anymore. And the list is so long. I will leave a link in the description, and I'll put it into a comment and I'll pin it so you can all see it. You can all sign. This is an open beta, so you can all sign up. But the really cool thing is, if you join the Nomad Discord community, in case you're watching this and you're not part of the community, you can really discuss with us sort of the oh, well, now he knows I got a false tip. I'm gonna have to ask him if he saw that prompt or not. Do I stop him? Nah, I'll leave it. I'm gonna ask him. I mean, I don't really care if he knows I got a false tip. If that prompt was hidden, oh yeah, that'd be good. So what some other things have changed? So yeah, the dark hole thing is optional. The way the trail moves is optional, and that is the best case scenario for us as a community. If I'm thinking, not just as a player, but from a community aspect, right? Having the ability to switch that function on and off, so we can run tournaments or events with it or without it. We can test it with, is it too strong? Yes, right, then we'll nerf it, we'll turn it off again. Ah, okay. That's sad. That's the other joking. I'm joking. Can't fix everything. In some ways I wish the prompts were fixed, but never mind. And my second monitor just turned off for no reason. What else? In the combat information screen, it no longer tells you how many combat cards, item cards, the hunters have. It shows all of their items. It means horses and steaks and dogs are hidden. Now that's a buff for the hunters, because they can hide things. Oh, they haven't changed the psychic bond text. That's feedback I'm going to give them, because I'm sure that's a very easy fix. Based on some of the other things, I'm sure that's an easy fix. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Right, let's keep moving. It's so weird seeing that image. It's so cool. Right, let's go to Salonica, and I'll chuck down a... I'll put out a Reckless Vampire, shall we? So there's now a health value on this. Is that health value going to remain? Oh, this is awesome. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm like a kid at Christmas. This is awesome. I'm so happy. There will be teething problems with this, I'm sure. Oh man, I mean, have fun with that lot. No fog either. Oh, there goes my... Well, good job I used one, so he doesn't know. There's one there. Who's moving? Ah, Seward, that's fine. I'm okay. That's all good. I just got a Discord message. I had to reply to this on the Hands are doing turn. Alright, normal things, normal things. So that means then, yeah. Oh. Ooh. Oh! Yes! Give me that unearthly swiftness. If this hoax matures, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, she's got horses. So the other big thing is just saw forewarned on her. Forewarned now is nerfed, and it only triggers if it's the hunter who moves into the city is ambushed. And that's a big change. Slide the trail. Move to Sophia. And I'll pop down... Ooh, a couple of spies in a row will be really awkward to deal with. So let's do that. Yes! Yes! This is awesome! Oh. There's so many other things too. I'm thinking about rumour tokens. You can now, as a house rule, adjust how strong rumour tokens are, which is amazing. That is a really good balancing mechanic. Definitely something I can imagine for like new tournaments. You can still keep rumour tokens on, but maybe rumour tokens are maybe only one additional influence. I think that's a really, really neat thing. They don't know where I am. They're just assuming they know where I am. What else? Can't remember. This game's going to be very, very chaotic, by the way. I don't expect to win. I'm just going to try out everything and try and force myself into... Right. Okay. Good thing is hoax will not reveal my location, which is lovely. Oh, I wonder if Wolfform Hide's been fixed. Shall we try it? Let's try it. I'm just showing you all the stuff. So what used to happen was, if you wolf formed and hide was in your hand, it would ask you first, do you want to wolf form hide? Let's see if it still does. Ah! This text looks bigger, though. This text here looks much larger than it used to. That's a shame, but well, we can work around that. Let's go to Klausenberg. And I'll throw down another spy, because spies are nasty. Up a room token here. I think Godami has a stake though, so that's probably getting staked, but we can go to combat with it and see what happens in terms of the health value. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is gonna be... Oh. Ooh. Sucks. I'm not there. Oh. And the thing is, because he knows I got false tip, he might keep a good luck. There's gonna be like very little strategy to this video. It's just gonna be me trying out all this random stuff. Still supplying, makes sense. But yeah, Dark Call, unless you get a nice vampire, well, even, yeah, vampire mature, it'll take, yeah, be a week, more or less, once per week. But then you're taking quite a bit of damage if you do that. And you're not moving, so but this is going to create a lot more variety in terms of what sort of Draculas we get. And also, too, like something that Rakajic pointed out, because you know Rakajic likes his lair strategy, where you put something into a lair, and then you move on to it. This way, because you can move the trail, you can lair something before you move, you can return to layers a turn earlier, which is amazing. Other things it can do is the trail moving earlier could potentially free you from consecrated ground moves, because you might be able to get something to mature that then frees you somehow, like a, you know, vampire maturing, so it gets rid of the wolf form, you can wolf form out of the consecrated ground, or if you're trapped in Spain and... So something that is a very common thing that I try to do is if Dracula goes into Spain from, say, the Mediterranean, I try to force them out of Spain into the ocean as fast as possible, because I know they're in South Atlantic and they can only go up north then. if the trail moves a turn earlier, it's possible they could leave Spain and then go in either direction, which is really neat. So let's slide the trail. Oh, thank you, Nomad. Awesome. This is a massive change. They have not altered like the underlying mechanics of their code. They've just changed the text, right? What do you want to do with in Athens with hoax? Or something else. What if there are multiple encounters? It'd be interesting how that stacks. But you can say to layer it or mature it. And I like that the mature is highlighted. So it's kind of telling the player, mature is probably what you want to do. So I'm going to click mature. Yes, because in the old days it used to be, do you want to turn it into a layer, yes or no? Now the problem is because of that language, especially for non-native English speakers, with the word promote, that sounds positive, and a layer, I mean, I'm learning Spanish, what the hell is a layer in Spanish, right? So if you're doing the opposite way around, that's really hard. Right. Oh, there's a manual hill machine. Oh my god. Give me that. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh, this is amazing. Oh. Oh, I love it. I need to put something benign in here. There we go. Nope, no point using hidden schemes because it's not on a vampire. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. Ah. Where? Oh. Oh, balls. I can't, I know what, fuck it. He knows I've got it. Oh, he's only moving one space. Now I'll pun you back to Budapest, mate. So it means then I can move into Bucharest safely tomorrow. I think he was going to Bucharest. I assume that's what he was doing. I wasn't paying attention. Oh my goodness. I'm so hyper. This is awesome. There will be quite a lot of analysis with this patch, obviously. There's going to be a lot of thinking that's going to have to be done with it. We might discover things that the game might break in ways that we don't expect it to. Because code is weird. Also then, I want to try and do another tournament before the summer. What do we do now? What rules do we implement? Do we turn on all the house rules? What do we do? There's so many, like, almost like unanswered questions in a way. Oh, that also fucked up his hoax. Sorry for swearing. This is not PG-13. Oh goodness. Right, Discord talks about to mature. If this rumor matures, oh, amazing. I'm really surprised that Aerol picked Hunters. I just really would have wanted to go as Dracula, but this is a very, very cool. Thank you, Aerol, for allowing me to showcase all the Dracula stuff. It'd be interesting to see if this makes Dracula overpowered, but the cool thing is, like the physical board game, Dracula's powers can be balanced somewhat. If it's too strong for new players, turn off the advanced rules, get rid of wolf form, all that stuff. Now, for example, we can alter the amount of influence you get for Fury of Dracula. You can limit the amount of influence you get for rumor tokens. You can turn this sliding trail thing off first. You know what I mean? There are ways that we, as a community, can balance the game if we discover that one side is too strong. And I like that. Having options is great. That's what we want. Oh, you've got horses. Interesting. Hello. I will. Oh. Oh, what? Oh, no. I was so excited, my chair broke. Field of rifle. Interesting. Haha. They're gonna. There's always things with this game, right? There were so many things on that list. There's always going to be things that cannot be done one way or the other. This is massive. This is absolutely massive. I cannot emphasize how long that list was. I will put it in the description for you. Ah, there's a chartered carriage. Yep, I should have used the false tip for that. But that's okay. That's alright. I'm really happy to get into combat, because then it means I can highlight the combat screen for you all. Oh, she has a money trail. Oh, hello. Oh, well, never mind. No to combat. Well, I can just feed. I can just feed if I want to. I've got a desecrated soul that's about to mature as well. So you know what? I'm okay with that. It might end up with a 2v1 with Mina, but I want to showcase combat. I want crazy stuff to happen, and my chair keeps breaking. So yeah, clearly getting too excited here. Wow. Okay. I'll move the trail. What do you want to do in? What do you want to do in Valona with Desperate Soul? I think this should be reworded to be the other way around. What do you want to do with blah 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 in blah blah blah? I think that makes more sense. But I'm going to mature this. Why wouldn't I? And then I will feed on the spot, because that's how I roll. Do I want to do hidden schemes? It's only a rat there. That's not a very good use of hidden schemes, to be honest, so no. Although, I could put something in Bucharest now that they're going to have to deal with. I can still see the Hunter prompts, so that's alright. And the thing is, if Dracula's getting events more often... Yeah, I've somehow... well, it's not broken, the armrest of my chair, but the part where it goes actually into the back of the seat, it just keeps popping out. I have to get super glue on that in the morning. Oh, really? Ooh, interesting. Okay, then. Alrighty. We'll definitely have a day combat. Will we have a night one? Will he commit to a night combat? Ooh. Oh, this is... Yes. So happy. Okay. Right. What does this say? Oh, what's this? We can see the discard pile! Yes! Come on! Oh, this is amazing stuff. This was not possible before. Oh, Nomad? Can I marry you? Even though I'm already married. He threw away his horse for that. Wow. There's another horse in the discard pile. Oh my. And you can pick simultaneously. Oh, yes. Yes. What? Oh, it says item cards. It doesn't say combat hand, so the punch, dodge, and escape isn't included. Ooh. That's very interesting. Have any host? Oh. Well, that was anticlimactic. Oh, we can see the map. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, and you can see the discard pile. Oh, I'm so happy. Maybe that was in the patch note, but I missed it. I know that was feedback we gave Nomad, but I must have missed it when I was reading through the list. Oh, that is insane. Oh, come on. Dracula has just gone up a notch. Oh. Can't get into the combat. And because this vampire's going to mature, I can wolf form if I want to. Ah. Yes! As a hunter player, this is going to make my life a misery, because Dracula's now going to be potentially very strong. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I will become a Dracula main now. As I said, we can balance these things. If we test it over the next goodness knows how many weeks of beta, right? And as a community, we come to the consensus of this is too strong, this is too weak, blah blah blah. We can balance things ourselves with the house rules and stuff. Oh. Okay. Alright. And again, I can go into here and I can see everything they've discarded. Got rid of a stake. Oh, that's so awesome. That is so good. Yeah, we can pick cards now simultaneously. So we don't have to wait as long. Oh, this is so good. What on earth do I pick? Does Godalming have a knife? I'm just gonna find Godalming and I don't really care, to be honest. Got him! There we go! So, obviously, yeah, he might be able to... He'll use Lucy's Revenge now to avoid the bite. I survived the combat, and I'm back up to 15 health again. Yeah! I like it. Alright, okay. So that's him out. Oh. She has 3 item cards. Oh, she only punches. Okay. Oh, that's... I like that. I like that. Do I mesmerize her now? I'm just gonna strength her, I think. Oh, balls! I should have mesmerized. Oh well. I got Ganawi out the fight, so that's fine. Shame both spies are gonna get wiped. Oh! Oh. Oh, hang on. I shouldn't have clicked that so quickly. I shouldn't have clicked that so fast. There was supposed to be a thing that there was no timer limit for that anymore, but I don't know if that was the case. It was Seward. Okay. But this is awesome, because I can mature the vampire, and I can wolf form. So unfortunately this Cosmic Guide isn't very useful. It'd be better if you'd blocked, like, Constanta, or Sophia, even. Oh, man. Yes. Mature, please. Excellent. Okay. Do I now wolf form? I don't think Sue can get to me. So I'm just going to go to Sophia. I'm going to play really aggro here. I'll play a Rats. Because I've got no other aggressive card, unfortunately. Hidden Schemes? I don't really like my hand, to be honest. No. Oh, wait. Oh. I wonder where I am. Yep, found me. Has Sue got another sense of emergency? Has he got Chartered Carriage? Oh, and the item pile reset. this is great. Now, look at all my encounter cards are also face up. Those spies would have been face down before, I think. Oh. Ooh. Now that's a worry. I don't normally have problems with my internet. Okay. Look, it says I'm reconnecting and it's still showing me what they're doing, which is good. Okay, trading. Right, now I can wolf form. I don't have any fighting vampires though, which is rather disappointing. So I might go to Salonica and then wolf form to Athens, or maybe even Dark Hall in Salonica. I'm also now trying to think as I'm playing, do I upload this as a normal episode in my series of Fury of Dracula, or should it be a standalone thing? Maybe standalone. Because I've recorded some videos for some already on the old patch. It's all gonna be a bit messed up, but it's okay. I'm gonna put fog here. No, I want a fighting vampire. Well, it means I can dark hole more safely, I suppose. Who has the full wand? Ooh. Ooh. Right. So, if that's the case, maybe Sud has the full wand. And if that is so, I don't ambush him. I wait for another hunter to walk in. That then leaves a lot of... It means you can play around full wand a lot more. Since it's only the hunter that is ambush when they're walking in that can trigger it. Not anybody. Which should also mean then that multi-target things, which shouldn't be multi-target, things like spy and bodyguards that have a area of effect in digital version when they shouldn't, that should also be fixed. Okay. We shall see. We shall see what we shall see. Oh. Okay. So I'm safe here. I am going to use Dark Hall. Oh, that bug still exists. I will have to tell a Nomad about that one. Yeah, those things that appeared for Gadame on the right-hand side should not have been there for me. Oh. Oh, Mina has full ward. Okay, if that's the case, I will not bother... Do I ambush with the rats? Yeah, maybe. Make him decide. Do you want to... Oh, no, takes the damage. Respectable. And she has a rifle. Okay. Cool thing is I can dark call on the spot. And it means if another hunter walks in... Oh, doesn't? I'm gonna dark call because there's a Dracula card on top. I want all the nice things in life. it really is going to really change the way you think about the game. So slide the trail. I'm going to play Dark Call. Ooh, no fog. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, sorry, Mina. That forewarned is going. Oh, oh no. Oh, what was that? Oh, and Renewed Vigor's been burnt as well. Oh my goodness. Oh, blimey. I'll play hint schemes. I'll play. Oh, I should have done it in Salonica. Oh, I'll put a vampire down. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, true. Did you just use that one? Oh, how did the timing of that work? Ah. And then it got shuffled back in due to the hoax effect. Not OP. Oh, I came back to bite him. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So yeah, the way a manual heal machine works is that you use it instantly, and then the hoax shuffles. I'll find a hoax card so you can see the timing of it. Take. Secretly choose one to place in your hand. No. And shuffle the rest into the event deck. Ah, that's very awkward. Depends on how you interpret that. Oh. Yeah. Hoax. And then Manuel Hildesheen with Dark Call. Yeah. Just a tad broken. Oh dear. I mean, no 100 players left in this raid. Everyone just want to play Dracula. Oh. And before you ask, the New Blood tournament is still ongoing. We are not implementing these this beta and house rules into the New Blood tournament. Oh my goodness. Blimey. Now what? I'm gonna wolf form for the banter. Just because I want to. Do I use it with hide? Nah. Should I go to Belgrade? Man. I'll go to Varna. Oh my goodness. This is utter carnage. I find undesecrated soil. I can't see my trail when I'm doing this, that's a bit of a shame. Put down a second hoax. Yeah. They might jump on me, but... do I roadblock it? No, because I might need a roadblock something to mature. Oh my. Nope. Go fish. I'll go to Varna, or Cassandra rather, and then hide, and then leave. Oh, they've checked everywhere. I could have gone to Athens. Damn. Mina might walk in. Ooh. I told you the health at the top. That's so good. Right. Do you mesmerize her? I mean, I may as well, right? And if I take a damage, I'll be able to see if the damage remains on the vampire space. Hey. Okay. Good. Good, 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 good. I'm gonna plot now. Just again, if I take damage, I don't care. I wanna see it. The fact I can pick simultaneously is really good. Oh, I forgot I got enraged, don't I? Nah, I won't play enraged. I might need that later. So that's my vampire with a damage. Oh, that's another bug I've just suddenly remembered that I don't think was on the list. Sometimes, in case people from Nomad are listening, sometimes when you go to the combat information screen, when you're fighting as, like in a combat with Dracula, instead of showing the Dracula icon here, it actually shows you a vampire that you recently fought instead. Let's mesmerize. That's really good. It doesn't show you that your opponent has picked. That's a really nice touch. Because in the old version, you could see if they picked quickly or slowly. Whereas now, I mean, I guess you can tell, but by the time you pick, you won't know, if that makes sense. Oh, I don't really want to play Fangs. Because I want this vampire to be on 5 health. I want it to be on 5 health, because I want to see on the trail if that HP value persists or not. I mean, I assume it will, but the fact that they use the same icon for health is really good too. Right, I'll just play Strength again. And if she escapes, that's fine. She probably has a stake, and that's okay. Nope, I'll let you escape. Nope, too late. But it doesn't matter. It showed that she has 3 item cards. It does! It persists! Yes! Yeah. If Aerol knows, he'll know what the prompt is. It's not a bug. Oh, sorry. That's me trying to fix my chair. Right. Okay. This is great. This is a great feature. The fact it shows you the amount of health. That will allow for a lot more sort of like a lot less guesswork from the hunters. And like memory is a part of this game, but in the physical board game you can see the damage tokens on each vampire card, so you have the right to know how much health it's on before you go into combat with it. And they've clearly said, because this is a beta, they're going to be receiving feedback from this. So they're not just going to leave it in this, if there are some problems with this, they're not going to leave it in this unfinished state. They can fix things, which is great. I'm going to lair Bucharest. Yes, please. That's... Oh, I'm so happy. Let's throw a mob in there, I guess. I'll throw a new vampire in here. I'll throw down... Do I just throw down a Rumor token immediately? Yeah, because I'm going to see I'll need to. Don't need that. I probably... Maybe I should have waited 1 turn. I'm going to hide, realistically. Nope. You can deal with that yourself. On Mina's turn. And then Gadami can't heal the turn after. They'll probably kill it, but we'll see. See, the thing is, a wolf form from Salonica would mean this Rumor token would be on a hide if I was in Athens, so I think Aerol must know I'm on Black Sea Coast, but maybe I've just confused him a little bit. The fog in Salonica is going to be great. It'll block a hunter from dealing with this, or if it matures, then even better. Oh, Mina's moving. Interesting. So that means Gadami must have a stake if that's the case. What's in here? Ah, hoax, that's right. Ooh. Okay. There goes the 5 health vampire. Bye-bye. I wonder if in my encounter hand it shows 5 health. It does show 5 health, so that health persists. Interesting. Huh. So here's a question. If my encounter hand recycles, will that vampire have 5 health or 6 health? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Oh, she doesn't have full wound anymore. Okay. Right, I shall slide the trail. Oh, I can even feed here if I wanted to. Ooh, that's kind of nice. I'll have to put down a bodyguards, won't I? Ooh. Ah, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm really interested to see. So there's another thing in the rules, which is a rule that I didn't know for a very long time. Rumor tokens technically persist on encounter cards if you layered them. It's only once you discard the layer, then the rumor token disappears. So theoretically, if Varna becomes a layer, the rumor token should persist. I wonder if in the layer box I'll be able to see that. Interesting. This good luck's gonna be very annoying. So I can just get rid of my roadblocks. Okay. I'll feed in place, because I won't be under much pressure, I don't think. And this wheel seems a little bit smoother. There's a lot of problems with this rotating wheel. It seems to be working better now. There's also another effect, which is if you mature a bodyguards, when you enter the combat, the hunters will have the opportunity to get out of the combat before the bodyguards trigger. Now, that's technically a buff for both sides, because it means before, the bodyguards would trigger first. So it means then the hunters don't take 2 damage unnecessarily before they escape route out or something. But then as the flip side, it means that Dracula does not lose the bodyguards if the hunters then just suddenly flee the combat. And you can also now stack bodyguards, which is a thing that for some reason cannot be done. So if you have 2 bodyguards which are matured, you can activate them both in the same combat. So you could potentially kill Van Helsing if he doesn't have a weapon before the combat even starts, or another hunter who's lower health. Oh, wait, didn't... Ooh, okay. I'll slide the trail. There's nothing too mature in Sophia. And also, yeah, this white box now around here is a little bit now potentially misleading in this situation. I don't know how that happened. That's a bit misleading. But I guess because there's no encounter here, then if you just mature it, it'll just fall off the trail. Yeah, that's the thing with just changing the text, you get into this situation. I suppose the fact there's no encounter, you can work that out, I suppose. Right, let's just weed out my hand, I'll put out a Saboteur. Oh, no. No. I want to do this. Oh! Right, something I want to do at some point, I want to try to misdirect, and I want to see if I can back out of the misdirect screen. Because that is something that is a problem. I think he knows where I am now. So, should I just throw down these roadblocks? Yeah, may as well, right? Make them go the long way around. Because that was a big problem. If you tried to misdirect, but then misdirect failed, or you suddenly realise, oh no, I can't misdirect the space I want to misdirect for whatever reason, or if you're coming across from 3rd edition, if you don't realise that in 4th edition, which is what digital edition is based on, you can't misdirect C spaces, you end up potentially misdirecting a really valuable space. You didn't have to do that. It's not on the trail. I just write a little oops in the chat for him. So yeah, Varna, this rumour token should get carried forward. Now, unfortunately, it's going to be very difficult for me to get back to Varna. But I might try it, because I'm really intrigued to see if that rumour token persists, because that's what it should actually do. It's a very, very interesting mechanic. Ah. Oh, surprise. Still can't move the screen around, but that's fine. I can get rid of the roadblock anyway. Oh yeah, I've just noticed. Look at the scaling of the map. You can now see Gadif properly, and you can see this sea connection properly. Oh, the Rome to Naples road is not very clear still. That's another thing I'm going to have to put in feedback. It feels like I'm just nitpicking, but I'm sure that is not too difficult to fix. I say that. I know nothing about coding. But still, these are the things that, you know, we slide the trail. Okay, I'm actually just going to mature this, even though there's nothing to mature. I'm just interested to see what it does. Okay, it does nothing. Which I kind of expected it not to, but that's fine. Okay. If Kazana matures, I win. Okay, digging for stake, that makes a lot of sense. Just discarded a stake. Unless I'm gonna gang up on it 2v1. I may as well ambush you. There's a lair. Okay. And it's Seward. He can heal like an absolute beast, but still. Okay, Mina is now free of the fog, so she can go wherever she likes. Not many layers for her to worry about, only Sophia. There's only a Saboteur, you know, I mean, it's not that great. Will the rumour token show in the layers box? It should. Ah, well, I may as well just ambush you anyway. To be fair, I'm going to say this now. It is very possible that the developer who's been involved with all this did indeed see some of the things I was suggesting, like the psychic scan text being changed and whatever. But there's so many things in that list. If something got forgotten about, I am not in any way disappointed, and I'm not complaining. I did not expect this to come out. Based upon the timing that, you know, myself and JB Philly were working on the document for Nomad, the timing that we gave it to them, I did not expect a patch so soon. So, I'm not wearing a hat. If I were, I'd be tipping it right now to the team at Nomad. It's just so nice to have not only just a really friendly community or like of players, but also to just the communication that we have with Nomad. They are obviously a small company and they have to prioritize things in a certain way, but they've kind of said it that, you know, the way the community has grown and the way we've got so much engagement with our content and stuff is allowed them to make this, you know, has allowed them to, you know, go for a move like this where they, you know, prioritize, you know, valuable developer time in trying to fix some of the bugs in this game and make improvements. It's just so nice to have, you know, a company who is so you know, they engage so much with the community, and even if they have to be honest and say that they can't fix something right now, and we've had to wait a long time for this. The last patch was like 2 years ago, when they fixed fast horses and such. But they do listen, and it's really refreshing to see that. And I've said it before, like, as much as I get frustrated sometimes with certain bugs and things, it's just, and so do some of the other members of the community, it's because we're really passionate about the game. But at the same time, as much as I want the game to be better, I'm also just really grateful that the game exists. Because I've got the physical edition of the game, I played it once or twice with my friends, they don't like it, and I just resign myself to the fact I'd never play the game again. So the fact that there is this digital edition that exists, and it functions, you know, 95% of the time, it works, you know, fairly well. And it's only going to get better now, because of what's happening here. So if you're watching this, maybe you didn't know there's a digital edition before, or maybe you did, and you're like, ooh, it's a bit buggy, oh, they didn't implement things correctly. It's only going to get better. Really? No weapon reveal? Well, ambushing him wouldn't have made much of a difference because he would have staked it the next day, but still. In some ways, I wish now I'd actually ambushed because I could have potentially gone enraged on him. I might be able to kill him. Ridiculous as it seems. But it's fine. The game's gone a little bit longer, but the game hasn't been too long. It's been played at a fairly decent pace, despite all my blabbering. I'll go to Turinian. I will be able to make it back to Varna, I don't think. But I know already that Rakajic is already bracing himself to do shenanigans with layers and rumor tokens, so I'll leave that to him. Again, it might make Dracula strong, but we need to ascertain that. And I think it's like, it will change the meta of how we play, but the meta has always shifted a bit. And honestly, it means the game is... I mean, I'm not saying the game was boring. I'm not saying it like that, but it makes the game fresh. We've always been discovering new things about it. So, just giving us a patch means we're going to discover even more things about the game. And that's awesome. That's what we want. Right, how do I win? I need to make 2 moves. So I'll land in Cagliari, because... why wouldn't I? It means I can hide and feed in Cagliari. See, this is now a really big buff here. The fact I can hop onto Cagliari, Constanta falls off the trail, hide falls off the trail, I then hide, feed falls off the trail, I feed. This is really, really cool. If my understanding correct too, the developer who worked on this stuff was not necessarily one of the original people who worked on Fury of Dracula when it came out. So the fact that they've had to go through the whole rules reference and get their head around this game is in such a short space of time is very impressive. I don't know what their knowledge of the game was prior to that point, but very impressive. And the thing is, like, anybody who's like a real aficionado of this game knows that the rules reference is not... It's not the best written document, let's say. I don't blame them, there's so many interactions in this game. And it's maybe interactions that even the developers of the original board game did not consider. I'll get rid of one aristocratic vampire. Oh, fog, that'll do. So I'm not putting blame onto anybody. Oh. Let's see, can I actually still pick a card? I can still pick a card. So why am I getting a connection timeout issue when I am in the game? Nomad. Clearly. Yeah, and so I was saying to this, we're talking to this developer about it, and just saying how when you look up things in the rules reference, some things are just not very clear. And that's the problem then, when you're trying to create a digital adaptation, it's like, or when even if you're playing the physical board game. Well, I was going to say, if you're playing the physical board game yourself, it's confusing for you as a group. But the thing is, you and your board game group can, you know, you can kind of house rule it and mulligan some things. In the digital edition, the way that Nomad implement it, that's their say on it. And there are so many debatable points, and yeah, and there's so many rules when you look at it and you go, that's not very clear. It's the things I've discovered about the game, which I didn't know. Like, for example, if you get hit by bats and fog, because of the fog existing, you can't actually have the bats effect to push you out of the city. So the way it works is the bats token remains on the hunter, and then when the fog disappears a couple of days later, or a day or a couple of days later, then the hunter gets pushed out of the city, and then delayed. Such a niche interaction, which is actually in the rules reference, weirdly. Right, let's take advantage of this and hide. Because why wouldn't you? Oh, I could have Dark Called. I could have got another Dracula event. What was in here? Just read soil. I put on a bodyguard. Ooh, bats. Okay. Oh, I'm a muppet. I should have used feed. Because now I could have hid and I would have got points for it. Oh. Oh well, it's okay. It'll go on a couple of turns longer this way. It's fine. What's in here? Nope, sorry. Right. Because of this... Right, because of this movement, in the normal game, this would mean I'm not on Cagliari, because hide was on the trail. But because the trail slides first, I've been able to hide in a place where, in the normal digital edition, I wouldn't be able to hide. And that then throws off the hunters, where am I? So, as a hunter player, your whole way of viewing the board, or like the order of things, is going to get adjusted. The fact I'm going to feed now might reveal this to him. We'll see. I should have I could oh no I couldn't have used feed because feed was on here. I should have used Dark Call last turn. If there's a Dracula event on top here, I'm going to use Dark Call just for a bit of banter. So you want to see the new ability, right? Oh shit. Okay, that's a problem. I'll try and Dark Call to get some Reckless Vampires. I haven't had any this game. Oh, I had one that got sniped from me. Oh, no, I had two. Oh, one matured at the beginning. What a muppet. Because I never went into combat with anybody. There's definitely a Reckless Vampire in here. Yeah, I'm in Italy. Wish I'd gone to Naples now. I could have moved to Bari. They would have realised, though. So now I need to make 3 moves to win. I'm gonna Dark Call for the crack. I mean, Renewed Vigor's gone. Both Renewed Vigors, right? Yeah, both Renewed Vigors, a Full Ward, a Hypnosis, a Consecrated Ground. I'm not really scared of too much. So let's hide the trail. There my cards. Oh, Wild Horses. Now, Wild Horses now should trigger on Fast Horses. It says moves by road. Ooh. Oh, did he Fast Horse? I didn't see that. Ah, because it says moves by road, not a move action by road. It also doesn't help that the cards have a lot of ambiguity on them in terms of the way they're written. Right. I'm gonna... Wild Horses should now trigger. It does. So now I can push you back even further. Not the best use of Wild Horses, but I should probably use it when they're trying to jump on me, but... Technically then, right, rules people, if Wild Horses triggers on Fast Horses, shouldn't it also trigger on Sense of Emergency? Because technically you are moving by road. It's not a move action. Answers on a postcard, please. I.e. answers in the Discord. Oh, what? Oh. That was a lay. Didn't have to search that. Varna has the rumour token. Oh, yeah, love it. Love it. Right, now I have to go to... Oh. Oh, no. Because I've stayed here long enough, I can go to the Tyrrhenian. Oh my goodness. Because Tyrrhenian's going to fall off the trail. Oh, this is just... I didn't even see that. Oh my goodness. I can now move like 3 seams. He doesn't know if I'm in North Atlantic or Ionian. Oh my goodness. That's great. So will hopefully mature. Shame about the bodyguards, but eh. I've got Enraged to deal with Seward. Ah, love it. Having a buff to Wild Horses is good, though. If you hold on to that at the right time, that would be deadly. Yeah, I think I'll play risky. Well, I mean, I can go to Ireland, right? I don't need to. And you know what? I'm just gonna be a dick. I'm just gonna go to Turin and then Ionia, and I'll land in Athens because it's always Athens, right? Right, slide trail, yes please. Oh. Oh, I found a bug. I can't click Turinian. Right, that is a legitimate bug that is going to have to be fixed, so I'm going to add it to my list. So that's it, 116 in the video. So, I should be able to move to Trinian, but I can't. But my opponent doesn't know that. Yeah, so that's a bug. Turinian should have been available to me. So there's clearly something in the code that's not right. The other cool thing now is that when hunters die, or get defeated rather, sorry, they lose their train tickets. In the rules, that is how it should be done in the physical version. Now the weird thing is, if you look at the two, when you buy the physical board game, there's a learn to play booklet and a rules reference booklet. If you look up the in the two booklets, the section about hunters being defeated, the learn to play says that the train tickets are discarded along with the items and events. In the rules reference section, it makes no mention of train tickets. It only says items and events. Inconsistencies. Which is, obviously, as for a player, massively infuriating. And again, it's something I didn't realise. I always thought thematically it was a bit weird that hunters could keep the train tickets when they died. And when I looked at the rules, I was like, that's a mistake. So that's also a huge thing now. If a hunter dies, you know, at a certain point in the game, yeah, sure, they're giving up influence and they lose events and items, but what if that fucks up the ticket pool? And you can have a cascading effect where then suddenly horses start dying when they wouldn't have done. So hunters have to be really careful now. Really, really careful. Shame I didn't put a vampire there, but oh well, never mind. Celebi. I mean, I'll just keep all this stuff because that's more fun. Oh cool, I'm gonna get the healing. Nice. So I'm gonna go to Ireland. Mature, please. Thank you very much. What's that? What's nasty? Ooh, someone's playing some really funky music near me. I don't know if that's my wife next door or the neighbours above. Sort of jazz, bass and drums. Nice. Yeah. Massive change. Could have landed back in Cagliari. No. That no. Yep, this is going to be a GG for the Dracula, I think. The Huns are just way too far away from me. But that's okay. Oh. If there'd been a vampire in Cagliari, yeah, based on the timing, I think I could have gone back there. No, I don't think so. I was one turn away. I was one space too far. Alright, let's go to Island, because why not? I'll throw down a vampire. I'll just throw down a rumor token, because why not? We're gonna make it into the 5th week. The game's gonna end in the 5th week, people. Not bad for a game that's only gonna be about an hour and a half long. It's pretty mental. Yeah, this is going to change the whole way that we think. The trail's a massive change. Right now, I think the change is too big. I think it'll tip the... In my opinion, I think it'll tip the balance way too far into Dracula's favour. I think having the encounter hand visible at the beginning, Forewarned being nerfed, the Dark Coal variant, which again you can turn off if you don't want it, and Wild Horses being buffed, I think that is enough for Dracula. I think in very high level of play, I think that will get Dracula in a very good spot. I think Dracula will be pretty balanced with Hunters at that level. Side trail. I'll just hide on the spot, because why not? If Mina comes in, we can have a bit of a fight. I'll put a vampire in. So to do 2 of them. And I might win by Vampiric Foot. Reckless Vampire Fangs. That's just my gut feeling. I think... If people don't know, if you're watching this going, oh, how can you make these sort of assessments? We've done 3 tournaments so far. And there's a 4th one that's ongoing. And the win rate was pretty much 50-50 between the 2 factions. There is definitely a thing that at higher levels, Hunters are much stronger, but then at lower levels, Dracula is much stronger. So... But then with this New Blood Championship that we're having, it doesn't really seem to be that way. So... Yeah. I think Dracula needs a little bit of a buff for the very, very high levels of play. But I don't think it needs to be as much as the trail moving. Does it make the game more fun in terms of giving Dracula more options? Absolutely. And obviously, is it more realistic and is it in line with the physical additions of the game? Absolutely. But here's the thing. With all the... I mean, Quincy Morris knows way more about this than I do, but... with all the different iterations of the game, there's been changes to try and balance things, change things. Who knows? If a 5th edition comes out, it might be done that way, where the trail moves after Dracula plays. I know there are some people in the community who have got so used to it that when they play in person, they play it that way. So I think just having the 2 options is amazing. Oh. We'll put down bats, shall we? That's a GG. Wild. Just wild. Just so much stuff. I can't wait to see all your comments. Now, there's something else I want to see here. I used Dark Hole 3 times. Right, this is something that I would like changed if possible? Hang on a minute. It's really... So we got all these stats that we get at the end of the game. Why is it... Because I'm playing as Dracula, why are the Hunter stats 0? It should show stats for all the players, surely. And the thing is, I would like to know, like, all of these, the event cards used for the Hunters are all places 0. It'd be really nice to have these, like, filled in. And if we could download all these stats as a, like a file or something that we can use for tournament analysis, And something in the end screen to show you, like, influence and Dracula's final health. And also the day that the match ended, because that would be really helpful for tournament analysis and stuff. We don't have to remember it, it's written right there. The thing is, like, these events are already being counted. They'll be counted on the hunter's side. So, I don't know how hard it can be to just combine the stats for one player and one player downloads them. Again, I'm not a coder. What are they saying? The Dark Core is big, completely changes the game. It does make some hunter cards more useful, though, if I had good luck. Good luck the card, or in life? Yeah, it's a massive variant. Maybe too strong with trail change. But as a community, we can test everything and come to a consensus. That's a cool thing with it. Nothing's set in stone. Things can shift. We've only kept the rules always the same, with the advanced rules turned on and rumor tokens and stuff, because the win rate was 50-50. But if as a community we see that clearly one side is too strong, then we can do stuff about it. Yeah, getting a manual Hildesheen was just ridiculous. That was just basically best case scenario. I was saying, I think either or. Yeah, agree. I think so. But that's something we can do. We can maybe do it where we have the trailers normal. Normal, I say digital edition normal. But then have, yeah, agreed. But we'll see. I'll have to talk to the other tournament admin and the community in general and see what we want to do. Yeah, both does seem a bit too powerful. New hunters are going to find it really hard to try and keep, because basically Dracula has more places to go with the trail moving quicker. Now, arguably you can say, well, then it means they'll make them learn faster, but will it? Hunters have a huge learning curve. And the thing is, you have to play 1v1, which means you have to hold all the information in your head. We don't normally play in groups. So, but the important thing is that the option is there. And I'm very happy that they put in the time to implement it. And I'm really happy the way they've done it is they've made it a house rule. Yeah, GG. Thanks. Thanks for the game, Aerol. Very nice to play with you again. Right, I'm going to stop this recording now. I'm going to get uploaded ASAP. Apologies for the hyperactivity, but I was so excited, and I still am. This is really, really cool. I can't wait for all of you to try it out. As I said before, in the pinned comment, you'll find the blog post with all of the changes, and there might be extra stuff that gets added during the beta. What else? There's a link to the Discord community below as well. Also, I'm going to show you this very quickly. This is so awesome. This is something that I think should be done in the beginning, and a lot of digital board games that I've seen that come out post this have got it. There is a button for the Discord right here. So as soon as you go into the game, you can just hit the Discord, and you can find us, and you can chat to me, and chat to the other players. You can get involved with our tournaments if you want to. If you just want to play normal games, play normal games. If you want to help, you know, learn how to play the game, we'll help you. This is awesome. I'm getting to there. Please, folks, any comments at all, leave them below. I will definitely be looking at them. I'm sure the folks from Nomad will be looking at them too. They got their Easter weekend, so they can have some time off, but they can they'll check it out. Thank you so much for watching. Any thoughts appreciated. Feel free to subscribe. There'll be loads more videos coming out, and I'll see you in another one very soon. Bye bye.